Prince's Initiative for Mature Enterprise is a charity that was set up by Prince Charles, really in response to lots of letters saying, look, you're helping out the young people through the Prince's Trust, but actually we're over 50, we can't find jobs. And actually, if you look at the employment statistics, they're much, much worse for the over 50s than they are for the under 24s. So the Prince started a charity really, and it's focusing on people who are over 50, unemployed or at risk of redundancy, who want to set up their own business, you know, as an alternative to finding employment. So we do that by really helping people through supporting them through a course which is certificated, at the end of which they have a business plan which covers all of the areas that they need. A lot of the people that I see are in shock. They've been made redundant, they've been 30 years in a career, and all of a sudden they're feeling actually that they're not needed. They've gone down to the job centre and found out actually there's not a lot that's on offer there, and they think actually what can I do, because actually I've still got a couple of decades left to go before I'm going to sort of like, you know, be getting my retirement pension. And self-employment is often a really good option. Thinking that way can help them either, if they're pension light, so it can help them subsidise that pension, but it can also be about keeping the grey matter working as well as bringing in extra income. So that's why we think self-employment's a really good option. I started working for the Prince's Initiative in March this year, after a 30-odd year career in the Department for Work and Pensions. And the best thing about this job is actually spending time with the clients. When you work in big institutions, the further up the ladder you go, the less you see of the people you're actually supposed to be helping. But I see people on a regular basis who we're helping to sort of set up their businesses. And funny enough, I've just had an email now before this conversation about would I look over a bid, because they're entering a competition for a new business startup. So that's excellent. So what I want to talk about is actually why more people who are over 50 who are unemployed don't think about enterprise as a viable option. This is really about confidence, about the way that the over 50s are portrayed in the media, and some general sort of not really thinking about whether or not self-employment is an option for them. I think there's a lot of focus on young people setting up businesses, and when you hear talk about entrepreneurs, you know, like Alan Sugar and Richard Branson, it's something that they've been doing since they were teenagers. So there's not sort of a natural link when you think about enterprise and the over 50s. So actually, let's get it up there in terms of their vision, focus, some understanding, and why it's a good option for them. So I want to give some case studies about people that we've helped and who are actually really enjoying life and making a good living for themselves now, and also about how the Prince's Initiative can support people who do decide that actually enterprise is for them.